icon on the desktop. We can keep folders. You see, in the office there is some file books folder where we put our papers, like so. The folders, files and shortcuts of the desktop to easy accessibility. We can keep folders, files and shortcuts. As we keep our folders or files in manually in office or anywhere, that likes we can make there also folder and files. Recycle bin. Recycle bin means in your class there is a dustbin. So what we do there? We throw our waste product to these bins, like that. In computer, a recycle bin. When you delete a file, it is moved to the recycle bin. When we see this file is not useful for us, we delete it. Then this delete file is going to where? This recycle bin. This allows us to recover the file if we need the file again. If we need the file again, then we can recover from from recycle bin. To permanently delete a file, we need to click on empty recycle bin. If we want to delete the file permanently, then we go to recycle bin and click for empty recycling bin. Computer icon when clicked display information about the computer. There is a icon there in the screen. This is called computer. If we click this computer, we get or displayed the information about this computer, such as the contents of the computer, what is in the computer. It also allows us to find, view and organize files, folder and subfolder. We click computer, then we can arrange everything like files, folders, organize this. Taskbar. It is main thing of computer, this taskbar. It is the shortcut, or it is the main features of operating system. The taskbar is the long horizontal bar at the bottom of the screen. You see, in a computer there is in the bottom side a long bar, horizontal bar in the bottom of the screen. The taskbar contains shortcuts to applications. If we with this taskbar, we can go to any application shortcut. There is also, you can see date, time, and volume settings, changing notification and more. In this taskbar, we also get date, time, and volume of the computer. When we open a program or file, it appears on this taskbar. When you open a file or program, we can see this program in this taskbar. We can easily switch button between different programs by selecting them on the taskbar. If we do anything in the computer, but we want another file, then we can open through this taskbar. Start button, which opens the start menu. There is in the taskbar, you see the start button. You can start the menu, the shortcuts area. In the middle section contains icons that are used to access particular program quickly. In this we can access the middle section contains icons. In middle section contains icons that are used to access In this in this area, we say the middle section of this area, where what is used for access a particular program quickly. To place an icon here, simply drag it from the desktop. You can organize these icons through drag it from desktop. These icons are shortcuts that we can create to use the program. Simply click on the icon. If we drag the icon on the screen, then we can go to shortcut to this program and we can start it quickly. The notification area. On the right side of the taskbar, the bottom of the screen is taskbar, and the right side of the taskbar shows the date and time. There are also icons that give us the status of certain programs. In this area, we also see the status of the area. For example, we have the internet setting, sound, volume, etc. In this right side, we can see the internet position of the if we connect internet, that internet position or sound volume, etc. in this area, this notification area. Start button and start menu. Start button and start menu. The start button is located in the bottom of the screen on the left hand side of the taskbar and gives us access to most things available on the computer. This start button is located left hand side of the taskbar and it gives us access to most things available on the computer. For this we can access the most things available in computer. The start menu is divided into two different areas. You see here, like that, these two different area. One is dark and one is white. The white area on the left, white area on the left is for application and application programs. Programs are two types: application programs that we have installed on the computer, which we installed in the computer, we see in this left hand side. These are the programs we have recently used. If an entry has a black arrow, then a document from that program can be opened by moving to the right panel. If you see here, there is some arrow marks, this 1, 2, 3, 4. If we click this, we can get another windows and we can open and moving the right and clicking on the document. Then we can get from, if we click here, then open there another area, we can get from this document. We can get documents from this area. You see here, here's Microsoft 2010. Here Microsoft 2010. We click here, then there is another windows where some words documents are here. You can click here and you can open this document. Clicking on the desired file name will open the file in MS Word. If you click here, then you get it in MS Word. Notice the small pin icon on the right of the recent list. Clicking the icon will pin that document to have word shortcut to the menu. Notice this small icon, you can get the word shortcut menu. This is useful when you use particular document frequently. When you take or you need frequently any documents of there, so you can pin it. We can see more application programs by clicking on all programs. If we click on all programs, then we see the all programs in the computer. It is on the bottom of the start menu. The area the left will be replaced by a list of programs available on the computer. If we click all programs, then we get all program available in the computer. The required application program can be launched by clicking on its icon and left mouse button. Either we click left mouse button, we click we have game, we can get anything. This is all program of the computer. If we click on this game, you see games, then you get another window. There all games are here. You can click any game, then you can see the games. To return the previous list of programs, click on the back option at the bottom of the menu. You see here a back. You click here through button, through mouse, then back from this we get the first screen of the computer. The other area is the darker strip on the right. You see the darker strip on the right. It is also has a shutdown button. You see this darker side, in the darker side, but there in bottom is shutdown. So clicking on this button, you will shut down the computer. But if we click this arrow, then what happens? You see here 5 option is there. The option is switch to user, log off or log or restart or sleep. Switch to user. This option is useful when we share our computer with others and have set up multiple accounts on a computer. You can use computer as a multiple account. That I open for can I open for a I can use this computer. You can use the terminal separately. So we can open multiple account for anyone. To see other account names, a user can enter login details without the need to shut down and start the computer again. If in a computer there is 2 or 3 accounts, then anyone can use his account through this switch user. Log off. It logs us out of our account. It log out from our account. Log out means it logs us out from our account. Again, the computer doesn't shut down, but computer will open. Instead, we see a screen where we can log in again, but screen will open, we can log again. Log. It prevents others from using computer until we enter our password. You see in smartphone there is lock system. If you don't know the numbers, you can unlock the mobile. It's like there is in computer also lock system, and without knowing you cannot you enter your password, then you can unlock it. So in a computer people makes many works of his own, but if anybody access the computer, then it will be harmful to him. So he can lock his computer through password, as like our smartphone. Without entering this password, the computer cannot unlock or run. Restart. It restarts the computer. This button restart computer or restart computer once off and then start. Sleep. This option is useful if we are not going to be using the computer for a while. It powers down the hardware, saving energy. If we see that I am going to out for 1 or 2 hour or 2 hour or 3 hours, then we can we do our triage or not using our computer, then we send it to this computer to sleep mode. So then saving energy and hardware also get rest. Hibernate. It saves our session and turns off the computer. You see, it saves our session and turns in the computer. When you turn on the computer next time, Windows restores your session. If we do some works on our computer and left it with hibernate, then after some time when we start the computer, then Windows restores our previous one. This is hibernate. Setting wallpaper and screensaver. Windows 7 covers the desktop with pretty pictures known as background also. You see in your mobile there is some pictures and something in mobile screen. It is called wallpaper or background. You can easily change the desktop background Windows 7 to let your desktop look attractive by following the below step. How can we change this wallpaper? In mobile, you see, you can change many of the you see change your wallpaper. But how we can change it in our computer? Right click a blank part of the desktop and choose personalized. When you in a blank part of the computer, you click the button of the right click of the mouse, then you see a box open. It is personalized. The control panel's personalization pane appears. You see here first, and then it is personalization pane. Then click to the desktop background. You see here the desktop. Then go to desktop background. Option along with Windows bottom left. Here you get the left option along with Windows bottom left. You see here, this is background, desktop background. Click any of the picture and you see here so many pictures are there. You click here any picture. The Windows quickly place it onto your desktop background. Any picture will go to your desktop background. Click Save Changes. Then you must click on Save Changes and exit the desktop background windows. If you don't click on the Save Changes, then this operation will not be taken by computer. You are satisfied with your choice. Your chosen photo stays visible on your desktop as the background. If you do like this, then you will get your choice photo on your desktop background. Then screensaver. Screensaver is an animated image that is activated on a personal computer display. It is animated image. It is made by computer. There is a animated image. When no user activity has been sensed for a certain time, when computer feel that 2 minutes or 3 minutes you don't working with computer, then computer Windows comes with built-in screensavers that you can select by following the below steps. Then what happens? Then screen automatically go to the screensaver mode, but you first introduce the screensaver system. How you can introduce this? Right click on the desktop, the plain area of desktop. Right click, choose personalize like before. Choose personalize, and then click on screensaver. You see here. Here you see the button screensaver. And the bottom right hand side of window, you click here, then select screensaver in the given list. You select the screensaver given list. You see here many of the pictures. You save as like wallpaper. This using the wait option, then go to wait option. The ideal time of computer without any working, after which automatically the image displays as a screensaver. Then you save this screensaver, but you go to the wait button, where there is you can introduce you can put 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. It will be what will be happen if we don't do work with this computer within 1 minute or 2 minutes, then it is automatic go to screensaver mode. For example, if I said you, if this time is set for 1 minute or 2 minutes or 3 minutes and the computer is not used for that amount of time, the setting will trigger the operating system and to automatically start the screensaver system. So we get what in this chapter summary. A computer operating system manages all the software and hardware on the computer. Microsoft Windows operating system is graphical user interface or GUI. The desktop is the first screen that appears when the Microsoft Windows operating system is started. The small graphical pictures present on the desktop are called icons. We can keep folders, files and shortcuts on the desktop. The taskbar is the long horizontal bar at the bottom of the desktop screen. It contains shortcuts, application, date, time and other information. You see the other information like network position, volume position, etc. The start button is located at the bottom of the screen on the left hand side of the taskbar. You see there. We have discussed about this. The start button is located in the bottom on the left side of the taskbar. Wallpaper is the image seen for the desktop, also known as the background. You can easily change the desktop background in Windows to let your desktop look attractive using personalized option. How you can change our desktop background? Through personalized option. A screensaver is an animated image that is activated on a personal computer display when not user activity has been sensed for a certain time. Okay. It is today. We have completed. You read this and carefully. Thank you.